Good afternoon, profitable traders. Welcome to the New York market color session. This is just going to be a brief recap of the analysis we had during the London market color session. Starting off with DXY. On the weekly time frame, right, everything is still in alignment. We are speculating, looking out for price to retrace right back into the left shoulder right here. And coming down to the daily time frame on DXY, we're seeing the most recent price action being bullish, right? Just in alignment with the direction we have from the weekly time frame, whereby we are looking out for a retracement right back into 107.589. Down to the 4-hour time frame, we saw price struggling to take out the high at 99.855. So favoring this most recent swing from point A to point B, we can actually see that price, we want to see price retracing into at least 61.8% level, which is actually a good place for us to buy DXY from. In the 1-hour time frame, all things being equal, we are actually looking out for prices to retrace right back into this. There's an entry right here that we're looking at 984747, whereby we may see a strength in DXY once price breaks into that level. So that's the only entry I can actually spot for the buy of the DXY on the 1-hour time frame. Now to Euro USD, pretty much the same thing. We want to see retracement right back into 1.06763. Something to take note of. I'm saying that we want to see price trading all the way into this left shoulder. We could actually look out for short-term sell opportunities on the much lower time frames. Let's check out what price has for us on 15 minutes time frame. Unfortunately, this has already played out. Shoulder sweep break, return right back, just tapped into this level, and we saw this massive sell to the downside. And on there's another entry that has played out also. Shoulder right here, sweep, break, return, and we're seeing some reaction on that point. On Euro USD, the weekly time frame, we want to see price retrace all the way right back into 1.06763. And on the daily time frame also, we also want to see some push to the downside. Although price retraced into this IOFED and we're seeing that price has been stalling off that point. No much impact from that level to the way up. It's just been stalling there. And on the 4-hour time frame also, this retracement, we saw this high being taken out, and early this morning we actually did fib from the highs below, and we're expecting price to react off 61.2% fib level because this level actually did hold. So we may see some reaction of that point when we see a major break of structure to the downside. While we're looking out for that, we could actually see that on the 1-hour time frame, minor structure is actually bullish. And on the 15 minutes, let's see if there's any entry of any sort. Well, this has played out already. This is where I'm looking at. This level, shoulder, sweep break, return, and we're seeing more push to the upside. I think these are the levels you're even looking out for during the London market color session, but I can also spot one right here. Shoulder at 1.15350, straight to the downside, break to the upside. We want to see this happening. For price to retrace right back into this left shoulder at 1.15350, and once price gets there, I'm willing to take another buy position on Euro USD. And down to GU, weekly time frame, all things being equal, we're still looking at this level for price to trade into 1.24912. And on the daily time frame, we're seeing some heavily bearish move. And down to the 4-hour time frame, we're seeing we're actually seeing minor structure being bullish. Why? Because number one, this low right here, the low at 143.0138 has not been taken on. So we've not seen any major break to the downside. All we're interested in seeing and doing is actually to be taking buy positions. Even on the 1-hour time frame, minor structure seems to be bullish. And coming down to the 5 minutes time frame, let's see if we can spot an entry. You can spot one right here, right? Shoulder sweep, break, return right back, and I'm willing to buy GBP USD. Right, we actually did mark this level during the London market color session, shoulder at 1.31247, and there's a sweep down and a break up, and price just tapped into this level, saw the tap right here, and we're seeing price moving upward. So this is going to be our second point of interest, right? 1.31516. Once price retraces into this level, and if you are not in the first trade, you can actually wait for retracement into this level and join the buyers. So this is my own analysis, my own recap. If you have questions or different buyers, please do well type in the chat box, and we will be looking at what we're seeing together. While we're at that, registration for the FX Bootcamp training is currently ongoing. This is the very last edition for the year 2025. On how to go about the registration, you can send us a message on 081 60 99 50 30, and we will be helping you with the registration process. If there are no questions, we're going on a very short break, and we will be back for the second phase of today's session. Cheers, and God bless.
Hello and welcome back to the Market Corner. Straight, we're diving into gold analysis this afternoon rather. Now, very interesting thing is happening on gold. If you remember in the morning when we did our analysis, we said we wanted to see gold trade into this particular 4-hour order block and then sell to the downside. You can see how it has done just that. In the morning, price was shying away from that order block, refusing to trade into it. But however, you can see that it just did exactly that, and it has sold to the downside. Right now, gold is in a very, very good place to sell. So right now, all I'm waiting for is an entry signature, and I'll be pulling the trigger on the sell on gold. Where are we selling to? We're selling gold all the way here. We'll keep taking sales until the price comes to this level here. This is around 4,000. Okay, 4,030. So that's the area I'm expecting gold to sell to. So I'm expecting massive sales on gold this afternoon. You can see what the 1 hour order block, 1 hour candle did. It engulfed this particular one that bought, so it engulfed it to the downside. So I'm expecting a sell-off on gold, massive sell-off I'm expecting on gold today. So at this point, anytime I see any entry signature, I'm looking for engulfing candles, I'm looking for more evening star patterns on the 5 minutes and 15 minutes time frame, and I'll be taking my sell on gold. Okay, so this is my outlook on gold. So get ready, guys. We'll be taking a sell on gold very soon. One of the places I'm looking forward to seeing gold trade to is right there. So we're looking at something around here. Okay, so if you see price somewhere around here, this should be a good place to execute a sell from. We'll be targeting the low of today for now. So that will be like the first point. Okay, so this is like the first entry. If not, if price gives me an entry from here where it currently is, it shows me an engulfing candle or an evening star pattern, I'll be taking my sell on gold. This is what I'm looking out for today. Now let's go over to GBP JPY and Euro JPY. Now, if you remember in the morning, GBP JPY gave a very sweet trade today. If you remember in the morning, we drew this line out right here, and we said we want to see GBP JPY come and take out this liquidity all the way here, and then when it gives us a discount, we take the buy. Now there's currently a buy of GBP USD somewhere, GBP JPY rather, from somewhere around here. This particular, I think it's on the 15 minutes time frame that we marked it out earlier today. Okay, somewhere around there. So that's where we took the GBP JPY by, yes, this particular candle, yes. There's this candle on a 15 minutes time frame. So the buy is still in play. Like I mentioned in the morning, once we see GBP JPY to this region, anywhere at the discount of this after taking out this liquidity to buy. So somewhere around here, we took the buy of GBP JPY. So GBP JPY is still running the buy, and we expect it to keep buying all the way to the upside. Now the target for this buy is around 208 spots. This spot 500, yeah. I think 208 spot 500. So this should be somewhere around here, 208 spot 500. This is the target for GBP JPY buy. Okay. Then lastly for Euro JPY. Now we showed something in the morning on Euro JPY. We wanted to see price retrace into this region here before a buy, but it didn't do exactly as we anticipated. Instead, GBP JPY buy was the only trade that we were able to see based on what we analyzed. So currently, I'll just keep waiting. If I see Euro JPY, they're good and fine. If it doesn't get back here, then we'll just keep up with the GBP JPY trade, okay? Now, a quick recap, we're expecting to see Euro JPY retrace into here and then buy GBP JPY buy. We're expecting it at 208 spot 500. That's like where we'll be exiting all the buys, and we'll stop looking for buys from there. And then finally, we are expecting gold to sell, and we're waiting for it to give us an entry pattern before we take the trade. Okay, these are the things that I'm looking out for today on the market. So hopefully we're able to get good trades from here and make as much profit as possible from these trades. Okay. All right. So this will bring us to the end of today's market call. Thank you everyone who joined today's market call. We're really grateful for joining us, because for this reason we're here. Thank you, Ahmed. Thank you, Samuel. Thank you everyone who's watching from YouTube. Until we meet again tomorrow morning, New York time, for the New York markets follow. Make sure that you trade cautiously and then avoid over leveraging any position. This is not the period where you should be losing money. This is the period where you should be getting enough money to make your plans for the next year and your plans for the holiday seasons. Okay. Thank you once again. Until we meet tomorrow morning, wish you good luck and good trading. Cheers and